think I just saw the number from 1 to 2 to 1. I should be a lot more audible now. Alright, let's do this. So, as I said in the description, I've caught up with every job that's available. But that doesn't mean that there aren't a couple of special jobs. So I think I'm going to do the gnome fountain, because it's first. It's the one on the left. In the latest update, they added this. I think it's pretty nice. What happened? I forget sometimes that these special jobs give you different power washers. Okay. Decoration. I figure this is a safe game to stream because I see a lot of people streaming it. And it is fun for some inexplicable reason. After I finish with this job, I'm going to play some Monolith. It's a fun roguelike game. Very difficult though, it's a bullet hell. Oh no. Is that called outer wall decoration? Got nothing to say because there's nobody in chat. It shouldn't be a problem though. Because there's nobody in chat. I guess I could talk briefly about my stream setup, because I hate setting up multi-monitor setups. I have a small desk and I just prefer using one single monitor. Why am I moving my mouse to point stuff? Basically what I'm doing is I'm taking games out of full screen. So this game is windowed at 720p right now. And I can see the chat window right to the side of it. So I'm doing that instead of playing at full screen and having the chat in a separate monitor. I've tried multi-monitor setups before. I don't care for it. I used to run DWM and i3 on Linux with multi-monitor setups. It's manageable, but just I don't really have a need for that. The ability to alt-tab or to switch between tags is enough for window management. And I'll still post memes every now and then. I made a second channel for that because I figured probably should. If I'm going to try to start a proper channel here, then I should move all the meme stuff to another one. And there's no real upload schedule for that. I just make memes whenever an idea pops into my head. I hang out on a Discord server with some friends, and sometimes I'll get an idea for a shitpost and I'll make one. And then when I do, I'll also upload it to YouTube. I'm also thinking of playing Creepy Castle again tonight at 10. Just like I did last night. I should play more of the games that I've fallen off on, because I have a ton of those. And I think streaming them might be good to motivate me to actually finish them. So I've actually been making really good progress on that. It's like one example of a game that I've fallen off on is Shovel Knight. Like I finished Shovel of Hope, but then I started on the Plague Knight campaign, and then I just fell off from the game in the middle of it. And I think that happened, I'm not sure if that was this year or last year, like December-ish. But I really wanted to see that end of that game. And I'm annoyed that I just kind of stopped. There's like 5 campaigns in that game. I hoped to at least fall off after finishing the Plague Knight, Plague of Shadows. Another game I fell off on was the Henry Stickmin collection, which sounds weird because it's so short. But when you look at the bio requirements for the biographies on the characters, and you see that there's over 100 of them for completing the mission, it tends to be a little discouraging. That was back when I cared about achievements. Ever since I stopped caring about achievements, I've actually made a lot of progress in my backlog. So it's clearly the better way to play. I feel like I've been going around this ring forever. I'm almost at the end, okay. I feel like I was going crazy for a second there. I'm as silent playing this as I am when I'm programming. Maybe this isn't such a great game to stream. Because at least with other games I can react to things that are happening. So like the thing is, like, right now I'm live streaming, but I also have to consider that the videos will be archived and will be watched by people in the future. And just having several hours of gameplay footage without any commentary is kind of dime a dozen content, right? Not very interesting if there's no person. So it's in my best interest to have something to talk about or have any kind of dialogue while I'm playing. Oh great, did I miss one of those? I'm missing one of these food ornaments. How did I miss that? Okay, and then there's the outer walls. Should be nearby. I got all of those. Maybe I should do the parts that are facing me, then walk on top of them. gone around. Why is this one giving me trouble? Cancel all those then. So if you click on these, they turn orange so you can look at them in the menu, but also they glow. So it makes it easier to find what you're looking for. You don't need to do it, but it allows you to be a little less systematic about how you clean things. So you can just kind of go apeshit with the aiming, get things clean really fast, and then go over the finer details. It's a spec somewhere that I'm not seeing. This one's a pain. If OBS is any good at its job, then it's buffering when it happens. It's actually surprising how good the streams look at a bitrate of 2 megabits. The internet in this area is a lot better than it was when I was in Taos. It was outrageously slow over there. Like, I'm not even exaggerating when I say that it would go as low as dial-up speeds, because it would literally go sub 56K on the bitrate. On the what's the word I'm looking for? On the upload and download speed. And that's exactly what a dial-up modem is the last couple generations were 56K modems before it went to DSL. And DSL is only a step above dial-up. Now we have cable internet, which is a lot faster. It's kind of why I started streaming now instead of years ago, because I wanted to stream, but it was impossible. And you can go on my Twitch right now and watch the Double Dagger stream where I got 500, or the highlight at least, and you can see how bad the quality was. And that was purely the internet just being really bad. Trying to upload a video, just uploading like half a gigabyte of footage could easily take 2 hours, and it would take down the whole internet for that entire time, because the upload speed and the upload bandwidth were so bad. You basically could not get anything done. I really do hope my voice is coming through clearly this time. I watched the stream archive for last night's stream and my voice was so muffled. I did several tests with different positions of the microphone, and the way I have it now is the most clear. And there's no music running, so it should be very clear. I probably sound like a low quality MP3 because of compression, but at least you can understand what I'm saying. I'm going to go for the floor this time. Outer walls, outer caps. That's another useful aspect to the flashing, is that you can tell where the sections begin and end, as you can see looking at it. So it's easier to focus on exactly what you need to clean. Just makes it a little bit easier, because this can be really tedious if you're trying to look at a section and you can't find the last speck of dirt. It can get really frustrating. There was that tree house level with it was like a little ceiling area that I must have spent like 30 minutes scrubbing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until I finally got it clean. There was another section in another level, I don't remember which one, but I had to actually exit the level and come back in for the dirt to appear. That was before the latest early access release, so I'm guessing that's all bugs that they patched out. There was a very funny bug where I don't know if it gives you the scaffolding. Some levels give you scaffolding, and when I was cleaning the fire station, I grabbed the scaffolding while I was jumping off of it, and it sent me into the void. I tried that again after the patch, and they fixed it. It was fun while it lasted. Okay, now this is what I'm talking about with that last speck of dirt. Like, if you play this game, be ready to spam the tab key a lot. Or I guess whatever the show dirt button is on a controller if you're playing it on a controller. But I cannot fathom playing a first-person game with mouse look with a controller. And I say this despite the fact that I played Slime Rancher with a controller. Mouse look just feels a lot more natural. Although you have to be careful because you can get tendinitis with the mouse. Something you learn from 1,200 hours of Devil Daggers. I will forever associate this game with that movie with Romeo and Juliet, but they're seals, because I watched it on the side while I was playing this game. Specifically the level with the mayor's boat. That is what I said in my Steam review. I spent 40 hours spraying shit down while watching YouTube videos. And when this game exits early access, it's probably what I'm going to do for the remaining few hours of content that comes out with it. Because I'm probably not going to play this game on stream again. Unless... I guess unless people request it. But there's not much content left. Guess I could attempt the challenges. Though the water challenges are extremely stressful. another straggler. When you're in crouch mode, running and jumping will both take you out of it. It's useful to know because, you know, crouching out of crouch is annoying. How many do I have left? 3. I hope this doesn't take 3 hours. I say that because I would like to show off some Monolith in this stream. But if this goes on for 3 hours, then... like that stream I did with Epic Battle Fantasy 5 that was 13.5 hours long, that was an outlier. I did not plan to stream that for 13.5 hours. I thought that I would get it done in like 10. Like 10 to 12 hours, and I would have the game done if I just moved along at a brisk pace. But then I got stuck in the glacier area, and then I got frustrated and lost. And then I ended up taking 3 streams. But I don't expect to be doing very, very long streams often. and something that's more likely to happen on the weekends, but I don't know. I'm still playing this by ear. We all start somewhere. These sections seem to have tougher grime. It's going to take a quick second to check that the chat is synced. I'll know if I see the message I just sent appear in the top chat. Okay, good. Notice a delay of almost 10 seconds. I always have a hard time telling what message streamers are replying to whenever they have the chat visible in the stream. I don't think I've ever been able to see it in the chat log. That's another thing. You walk faster when you're looking forward, and when you're looking down, you move slower. That's not me going into some kind of sneak mode. It's just when you're looking down, you move slow. Not sure if that happens when... That does. So it happens when you're in the free aim mode too, if you're looking down. What is it? Plinth foundation. It's kind of annoying with these jerking around. I don't know if that's intentional on the level designer's part. That is really annoying. Got a straggler. Okay, I hope that all of these aren't going to be this tedious. Wow. Maybe I should choose a longer extension since I'm doing it from pretty far away. That seems to work. Hmm. Maybe it's in the crack. It was. Come on, Stradler. Alright, I'll be back. Column bases. What was that? That noise. I don't know what I stepped on to make that noise. Sound like a strange portal noise. Like the noise that plays in Portal when you place a portal. But more springy, if that makes any sense. Okay, based on the stream time and my percentage, I might complete this in 2 hours. It's a lot better than 3 hours. It just occurred to me that my hand motions on my desk might be being picked up by the microphone since the microphone is on desk. Oh, how did that happen? I thought I finished that. Cool. Gnome statues. I thought I did all the gnome statues. How do you even get up there? I didn't see a ladder. Hold on, I gotta go look for a ladder. Do I seriously have to parkour up there? Oh no, there it is. Hello. Why can't I place it down? I'm not even sure if you could parkour. Oh, you can. Wait. Yeah, good. At least you can go to the first here. That's not easy. I feel like this level would warrant a scaffolding. Kind of strange that there isn't one. They've given scaffoldings for shorter set pieces. What is the lower basin base? I don't see anything glowing. Wow. Lower basin. Is this not a basin? Basing it on what? I do not like this. Granted, this is for some reason a lot harder than everywhere else. I'm pausing and unpausing so that the glowing starts again, because otherwise you have to wait for a while. That long. Because it's a lot faster to pause and then unpause. Do I have the wrong extension length? That could have been the problem. Where's that ladder? Another thing I missed from the previous build is the ability to grab ladders and scaffolding through stuff. I have to actually find the ladder. So it's slightly more tedious now. Why is it not being... Okay. You can dislodge yourself from the ladder by jumping. So you can place yourself a little more precisely. There's a little spot of grime that's being blocked. Oh, that's another thing too. In this mode, you can get out of it by running. So rather than having to find the C button on the keyboard, you just run. Just tap the sprint button. Okay, this is a pain in the ass. Reconnection successful. I didn't see a notification about it not being connected. How long was it disconnected for? Where's the line? Ugh, this sucks. Okay, thank God. Oh my God, that was bad. I was starting to feel like I'd never get it clean. It wasn't as bad as that section I was talking about with the forest house, whatever, the ceiling area. I could actually check what that was. I think it was the eaves. And it looks like they separated it into different parts now. Because I remember it just being a single item called the eaves and it wrapped around the whole house. And for some reason that particular section was extremely difficult to clean. Like there was this one speck that I could not find. That was the hardest time I had cleaning anything in this game. Raised pool wall. another thing you can do. You're not sure where one section begins and one ends. Just tap it like that. Because they all glow independently. Cascade. You know, the first place I ever heard of the word cascade was from Windows UI. You know how if you click on the context menu for a window, or is it on the desktop background, where you can decide how the windows are arranged? One of the options is cascade, and it arranges them in a diagonally stacking way, so they cascade off of each other. Some Braden lore. Raised pool wall cap. That's very spotty now. I should remember to turn around and get the other sides once I've gone full circle. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Other sides. And how many of these are there? There's 4. Ah. Rocks? What rocks? Oh. No. Dude, what? That was annoying. Since I'm up here, I might as well get the upper basin bowl. That was this. If I do this, then I don't have to come up here again. this upper basin edge. Decorations. I'm assuming that's something on the side. The key I'm pressing for this menu is 1. What am I doing down here? Raised pool floor. So much for getting this done in 2 hours. I'm going to section it off based on the pool lights. So from this pool light to that pool light. It's in pool light to stare. Okay, now from this pool light to the next pool light. And this pool light to the next pool light. And based on the bar, this should be the last section. Or not. More straggler hunting. Easily my least favorite part of this game, having to hunt for little straggler spots. I feel like if they ease up the threshold for when it's considered cleaned by like 1%, it'd be just a little bit easier. Lower basin bowl. No. How about this plinth foundation cap? Lower column flourishes. Now that's another thing. When you're on auto spray and you sprint, it also disables it. Basically resets your character. Not again. Lower column. There's 8 of them. The red sprayer is the most powerful sprayer, but it is also the smallest. When it comes to tough grime areas like this, it's just what I tend to do. And then we have the lower column volutes. Never heard of that word before. And immediately I get a straggler. I tend to mostly use the yellow one, because there's also the green and white ones, but there's not much point to using them because they're very weak. The green one can cover a lot of area, but it's not as strong as the yellow one. And you can see there's not much of a difference. The yellow is so much stronger, you might as well just use the yellow for most things. You use the red ones for the really tough grime. This one. Gotta go up. Oh no. This lower basin wall. Still missing one. Wherever could it be? There it is. See, that's why it's useful. Just walk around until I see the one that's glowing. And we have the lower basin edge. There's 12 of them. Oh my god. Something's pushing me around a bit. Is that stupid? No. Oh no. There's a speck somewhere. One thing I hate doing in this game is the fences where there's a lot of little posts and holes, because you have to go over them so many times just to get the clear. And usually they're hanging over an overhang. So then you have to be like 10 feet below it while trying to spray it. And sometimes you even have to get scaffolding involved. Very tedious. So here we have something on the edge which has that same kind of problem. Or sometimes the straggler is on the edge, on the outside, which makes it really hard to get because if you go too far, you fall off. Another volute. Lower basin gnomes. Come on. What is the holdup? Lower basin bowl. Okay, conceal the footprints. I love the little details they put in the grime. Been at this for 2.5 hours. Oh. Let's get the lower basin trims. Good. And then another scavenger hunt. Okay. And now we have the upper column volutes. There's only a few things left. Upper basin decorations. many of these are there? 16. What is the holdup? Every day we stray further from God. Okay, now we're going to do the upper column glutes. Just trying to get through this. Almost there. facing walls. Is that these? Upper column. Oh no. Might even rather bother spraying yellow. I'm almost there. Where are the walls? So we're going to be looking at the underside. And the underside is cohesive. It also occurs to me that the clicking on my keyboard is probably fairly loud since the microphone is right next to it. I'll find out when I watch the stream archive. Bruh. What is and isn't the underside? Oh no. I thought it was the part inside the ring. should have guessed. What is the holdup? Got it. There's just 3 more of these walls to go. And then I'm done. Yes. There it is. This beautiful, bizarre fountain full of garden gnomes. This is an example of awful taste but great execution. That just leaves the mini golf course. So that's about 2 hours and 40 minutes. I'm gonna play around in Monolith now. So we'll go ahead and switch to intermission mode. Oh, that's not right. I'll just adjust it here. Monolith. This is a fantastic game. The twins, there's enemies in the room, the bomb will just go off. I'm gonna go for swarm bomb. Okay, we're gonna see if there is. Good. I found the. I got some extra DPS. You can see your damage up here. You see your ammo and your damage. So you see the weapon I have has 87 ammo. Now we're gonna fight the boss. Chamber Lord's not too hard. But we can get you in this phase. Might as well scrounge out a can from the shop. If you get 4 of these bars here, which are filled with the health, which only happens if you're max health, you get another max health point. And chat disconnected. Unable to connect chat. Please try again later. Well, that's not good. How do I reconnect it? If I can't get any chat messages to show, I'm going to have to end the stream. And please try again later. How do you try again? What was that? How do you try again later? There's a weird echo there. Okay, good. I'm back in. So I fought the boss, I got the weapon. So yeah, that's what the icons mean. This weird kind of chest-looking icon is a selection of weapons. The plus icon here is an upgrade that you can get to your ship. The exclamation point is a shop owned by this guy, the bloke. This little, I don't know what you call that, a lens? It's a circle. That is a mini boss. And this little critter here, the orange guy, is a secret room. And then this little space invader is the boss. And it changes when you get into the room. We go on to the next floor now, where the game will get harder. The archives. The farthest I've been is the 6th floor. Which anybody who's played this game a little bit knows that there's 5 floors, but there is actually a 6th floor after you've beaten the game. I'm going to save that. Because the thing is that sometimes the upgrade can have a full health refill. Oh wow, that was an accident and a happy accident. See, I can recover 3 HP and I increase my max health, as well as get the 2 health. If you beat a mini boss without taking any damage, then you get a health. If you take damage, you get a health. If you don't take damage, you get a weapon boost. Like extra ammo. Okay, that was an any direction wizard. They're the most dangerous in my opinion. These guys are pretty easy to deal with, you just kind of stand out of the way. In that case I was able to insta-kill him. Let's go ahead and get the boss room unlocked. I took a hit. And you see my multiplier went down. If you have the DLC, there is a secret map you can get into by beating any of the first 4 bosses with a 2.5 multiplier or higher. So you want to be able to beat them without taking any hits. Said secret room is actually it looks very difficult. I've never actually tried it because I don't have the DLC. I'm going to fight the mini boss. Nice. Revolver. Some extra health and some extra bombs. You see how I beat the Wait, no, there wasn't a mini boss here. It was just a health drop. So the bigger ghosts will explode into a circle of flames when you kill them. Again, this game is a bullet hell. There's a flame wizard. Getting swarmed by these guys is not fun. They can really screw you over. Let's see. I'll go ahead and see what's in the upgrades. Electricity, negate damage while on 2 or more bombs. It's like in Toho when you have the auto bomb. Prolongs an invulnerable time between hits. Seems like the most useful one. I don't know if I want to be using the railgun on this boss. It's only the level 2 boss though. And it's the hardest one. Great. I'm just gonna bullet hell this. Oh. I think I took a hit. I did. Alright, let's go over here and see what the weapon is. Revolver. Chain lightning. Alright, let's get out of here. I haven't been picking up any vault keys lately. Wonder why is that? Come on. Oh, this guy's difficult. So if you're not at full health when you defeat a mini-boss, you will get a heart. In the next map, I'll show you the boss room as soon as I can. To show you how you know how many mini-bosses you have to defeat to unlock them. There's a number. I basically just said it. Okay, so there's very likely a secret room here because it's surrounded on all sides with rooms. Although there's one thing you should check. Check the side that's adjacent to it to make sure that it's 1 block thick in the center. So it's probably not here because of that. But there's 1 block thick there. Okay. What about here? Okay, it might be. There's a vault key. Okay, so you see the center blocks. There's 1 thick, 1 thick, 1 thick. And I've already ruled out 2 other potentials. Okay, so there's a bit of a risk reward here. When you have the vault key, you can unlock these doors, the gold ones. But so it's going to have rewards in there. But you can also take the vault key through the boss door once you've beaten the boss, and you can get a huge gold boost, get a bunch of gold from it, which you can use in the shop in the next place. So it's a, you know, decisions. So I'm going to try the bomb here. Yes. There's only one secret room per map. And you should watch out because sometimes there are enemies in a secret room. So here's in the shop. Thunderhead can be pretty powerful. Gotta watch out for those guys, they'll charge at you. It's weapon room. I don't know how I didn't take damage there, that was insane. There's another upgrade room, I'll save that until right before the boss. So there's still another mini boss I have to fight. You can see the number. It shows you how many there are left. This guy's not a mini boss, but he's sure is difficult. And because I filled up the little bar there, I got another max health. Here's the last mini boss. Ah, that is so cheap. I'm gonna go for the vault. Okay, so I don't think that was quite worth it. Let's see. Discount, extra health and debris when replacing weapons are better and more frequent. I'm gonna go for the cheaper shop. Covers all ammo or increases max ammo. It is pretty tough to decide what weapon to get because there's a huge amount of variance. I'm just going to go ahead and grab it. The armor attack is a pretty difficult boss. He's definitely the toughest level 2 boss. See, I took a hit there. And he has 2 phases. So he's not dead just yet. He's going to come back up and he's going to start bullet helling. So since I'm about to leave, I'm going to see what's in the weapon. There's a revolver and a razor. Extra large, 35% damage versus constructs. I don't know what these icons mean, I haven't learned. Seems like a pretty good one. We're going into stage 3. Oh no, stage 4. I didn't realize it was in stage. Now I'm confused. That's weird. Anyways, this is stage 4, the bellows. Most of my early runs ended here. This is a very difficult area. Those fireballs that have a tail will bounce off the wall. Your hitbox is the green square, which is an option that I set. Press escape, you can go to the options. And it would be hitbox on. There, that's what it is. This isn't a very good weapon. The only advantage it has is that the blades are huge, so they go through the walls. If the enemy's here when the blade's touching them, it can go through the walls and it can hurt them. Nice. How many enemies are in this room? Wow. That was very dangerous. Free money. There's still a mini boss left. This is a pretty difficult enemy. I just beat him. Okay, maybe this weapon is more powerful than I thought it was. Good. When an enemy is in the middle of their death animation, you do not take damage from them, or contact damage at least. But those guys do explode, so you don't want to be... Like, I used that opportunity to jump through them, but don't linger there because you will take damage. Plus one deep freeze bomb increases max ammo. Not quite a bit. Did I beat the boss and not realize it? Teleport when dashing, that's a good one. Creates a selection of powerful weapons, that's also a good one. Well, these are all good ones. I'm going to take the powerful weapons. Revolver, charge, Vulcan, sword. Oh, these are all terrible. I'm going to try the Vulcan. Hope I don't regret that. Oh great, it's this guy. The firewall. This is a very difficult boss. can't help but take damage. I'm just running into the stuff. Man, I think I was at full health and I just took all the damage. What's in the box? Laser fireball. Oh, that's a good one. Fireball. Fireballs pack a punch. Now we're in the sanctum. It freezes them too. Nice. I almost got hit by that. Ah, why did I do that? I'm going to stick with what I have. If I preserved it though, then when I run out of ammo on this weapon, I would be able to use the weapon, of course. But now the weapon's gone because I left the room. I didn't mean to unlock those. Take that, for sure. And I might come back for that. So 1, 1. Whoa. Ah. Got my ass kicked. Let's see if it's completely surrounded. It is. Wow, okay, that was surprising. Oh, this is a difficult mini-boss. Couldn't avoid taking damage. You see how the enemies get like a lot more difficult. And I took damage there? What the fuck? I could use some more bombs. I might be able to come back there to get the heart if the boss gives me enough gold. I'll explore around a little bit more. Because I don't feel like I'm in danger. I'm probably going to die at the boss anyway. Bullshit, man. How did I take damage there? There's another fucking mini-boss. I hope I can no-hit this guy so I can get some health back. Ah, apparently not. I am dead. How did I take damage there? I've only been to the 6th floor once, which means that I've beaten the final boss at least twice. After you beat the final boss for the first time, you get a seal, and you're supposed to find 3 other seals. One of the seals you get by fighting the shopkeeper, another you get by fighting the sacrifice altar guy, and then another you buy from clients for an exorbitant amount of money. Anemone. Increases maximum... No, that's useless. Because it just gives you extra max hit points, but it doesn't actually give you any hit points to match with it. So if I were to get that, I would get like 5 more hit points, but I would still stay at 8 hit points. So my current HP would still stay at 8, which is not going to help me. Shopkeeper's gone because I bought all the items. I'm screwed. This is a very, very, very difficult boss. As he should be, because he's the final boss. At least the base final boss. The only times I've beaten this guy were when I got some super powerful weapons. Like, I'm talking extremely ridiculously high DPS. Because they kill him in like 15 seconds. I think there's still another phase. Yeah. And this is where I'm going to die because I'm out of bombs. And one more hit and I'm dead. And he's going ape shit. Oh my god. I'm amazed at how well I'm doing though. Holy shit, did I win? Oh my god. Here's the 4 seals. I can't believe I did it. Wow. Of course, I'm going to die in the next 4. This is floor number 6. And it is terrifying. The enemies here are ridiculously powerful. Of course, in the one run that I was here, I did have a very powerful weapon, so I actually managed to survive all the way up to the boss, but I barely had any health when that happened, and it took a couple hits and died. And of course, it hit. Yeah, okay, there it is. That's the run. Ugh. It's a very difficult game. It's very fun. Ended by twofold. So one thing I didn't show is this here. When you make a certain amount of progress in the game, you get a little bestiary. There's some enemies that I haven't unlocked. You can see what some of these enemies are. So that dark enemy I was afraid of is the beast. Where's that difficult enemy? Just shoots a bunch of crap at you at the same time. These are all bosses. And there's the bloke and the renegade. Yeah, the overlord. Oh, when you die to a boss, you can talk to clients. Oh, because I didn't die to the overlord, so he's not going to talk about him. But after you die to a boss, you can talk to clients here, and he'll tell you stuff. I think you click on the invites. And these trophies here, I don't remember exactly what they're for, but they are related to how much progress you've made in the runs. So if you were to beat the game on the 6th floor on both easy mode and hard mode, which has the true final boss, then you'd get the best trophies here. A little music box. And if you go down this way, there's the tutorial. And sometimes there'll be a little NPC. This guy will sometimes run away from you when you talk to him, other times he'll be mean. It's like, you attacked me first, buddy. Anyways, let's, I'm going to end the stream now. I'm streaming for 3.5 hours. I will be streaming again tonight at 10. That's in about 8.5 hours from now. So, all right.